Yo, what's up guys, Shujinkydink here. Welcome to a video all about fundamentals. Somebody asked on my previous video, I'm not really sure how to pronounce his name because it's not in English characters, but he basically asked how do you practice fundamentals, because it's all well and good practicing stuff in practice mode, but when you actually get into a match, it's not as easy because you're not just sitting there waiting for the AI to kind of just jump at you, right? You're going to be put in different situations a different amount of times. So another thing that a lot of people asked about was how to tech throws and how do you get so good at teching throws. And I actually made a whole video all about this topic. I'll link it somewhere at the top there. So you can go and watch that before you watch the rest of this, or you can watch this and go watch that. It doesn't really matter to me. I'll put it at the end screen as well. So that I'm going to not really talk about so much, but that information is there for you. So let's talk about something like anti-airs, for example. So you have a character like Kung Lao who has a dive kick. Sometimes he dive kicks at you, sometimes he jumps at you. It's your job to kind of identify your opponent's habits with this move, because it's super punishable. So sometimes it might not be worth it to actually anti-air it. It might be worth it just to block it. But that also opens things up to him just doing jump-in kicks and jump-in punches, and then you're kind of holding the follow-ups to that. So again, it's up to you to kind of gauge your opponent on how much they're doing this. Are they doing it all the time? Then just start punishing, because it's not really worth it. And if they're really mixing it up and they're really playing well, there's really no solid way to defend against that other than finding an anti-air that happens to beat both. So and I think that's pretty few. Cetrion's pretty lucky. That's standing one. It's something else, man. It's something else. So that's an example of anti-airs, and the same goes with for anti-airs is, like, you know, putting yourselves in different positions. Like, for example, after I tech throws, I'll show you here if I can get the AI to throw escape on. Look at this position. This is the perfect position for a jump in, and I've made a video all about that because it is the most common thing that I see among newer players, is that after tech throw they always immediately jump in. So I'm always ready for the anti-air after that. So it's just a habit that most people have, and that's just me being put in that position so many times. As soon as, you know, I tech a throw or a throw is teched, I'm on my guard immediately, just because I know from playing so many games that, you know, that's probably what's going to happen, depending on who I'm playing, especially if it's someone that likes jumping. It's just such a nice look at this. It's perfect distance, so it's very tempting. So keep that in mind. There are a whole bunch of other instances as well, like if someone's in the corner, sometimes they'll want to, you know, jump out of the corner. So putting yourself in these different positions where you can anticipate a jump can help you actually get your anti-air. Or, you know, sometimes the anti-air always doesn't have to be an attack hitting him out of the air. Like if he jumps, I could just duck under him and punish him on the other side, for example. You know, so it doesn't even have to be an actual attack from the air. You know, maybe you jump under him and you attack him from the other way. So thinking outside the box a little bit when it comes to that kind of a thing. So that's pretty much all that I really had to say about anti-airs. Now, how to practice this in an efficient way is something you probably will need a friend or a buddy for, because really you can't learn all of this just in practice mode. You have to actually play. So play some games and don't focus on winning. Like, don't make that your main focus. Obviously that's nice, but, you know, focus on, okay, I'm going to play first to 10, and all I'm going to do is just anti-air. I'm just going to do my best to anti-air, and tell your buddy that, to be like, hey, you know, can you test me here and there, you know, and maybe throw some jumps my way so I can practice my anti-airs in actual setting, you know. And then of course your buddy will have their own strategies, or maybe you kind of know that they have these tendencies. You're just like, hey, want to play first to 10, huh? I think I got you on this one. And then all you focus on, you know that he likes to jump here, so then you focus just on anti-air, and not really winning, but just focusing on that one strength. And you can do that with all of these things. Throw tech's the same thing. Just do it first to 10 or first to 50 if you want. That would be extreme. But yeah, and just focus on that one area of your game and play around and do your combos and your attacks and stuff like that. But just keep it in the back of your mind that you're working on throw techs. And because the best way to actually learn it is to do it in the actual moment. So, and that goes with anything. Same with wake-ups. One strategy that I've done with wake-ups in the past is going into practice mode with a friend, and we just set the course to, I can literally show you, I don't know why I'm just hopping on my way over there, to start on the right. And then he's like, okay, well, just start pressuring me, I'm going to do my best to get out of the corner. You know, I'll give you one hit free. And then, so He starts off with a combo, maybe does a knockdown, and then I'm trying to hit him with all sorts of pressure, and his goal is to try and keep me in the corner for as long as possible, and my goal is to get out. And as soon as I get out of the corner, then we restart and we try it again. So there's little drills like that you can do with your friends that can really help you out. And practice mode is perfect because, like I said, you can just set to restart, back in the corner and go over it, and then it's infinite rounds, so you don't have to worry about life bars. And then once you kind of have a more comfortable feeling of the corner and stuff, that's when you can take this and put it in an actual game, because then you're worried, you have health bars, and you have to worry about how low your health bar is going down. Even in practice mode, I'll try and count the health bars that people take from me or that I take from people, just to kind of I don't know, have a little gauge on yourself, And then again, once you're ready, bring that into a game, and then you can use that in the actual game itself. So those are a couple of little examples. I mean, you also got wake-ups and Oki and that kind of thing, and it's the same kind of deal, just focusing on, one area of expertise at a time. I feel like I'm a broken record, but it absolutely is the best way to build fundamentals. Is just make sure you're focusing and micromanaging those little areas of your game, and then once you're ready and you feel comfortable with all of them, then you'll automatically start to put them all together in the game. And when you see that happen, you'll feel really good about yourself. And you should, because you're awesome, and I believe in you, and you can do it no matter what. You can beat that stupid scrubby Scorpion in ranked. You can beat that zoning Cetrion motherfucker. You got this, man, and I got your back. Any tips you need. That's it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, because it really helps me out, and subscribe if you haven't, because we make new videos almost every single day. #BigDinkEnergy, and we'll see all you guys in the next video.